Hi, Bethany. It's Sarah Mullins. I really appreciated your presentation as a fellow early childhood generalist. So I work in a pre-K class, and I really appreciated all of it, but a couple of things that you had to say. And the first thing I was thinking of was the students lose focus in the large group setting. And that is so true. They really do. They're with it for a while, and what we do is have them on the carpet usually when we do the whole class, and they'll pay attention for a bit, but then they get fidgety, and they're supposed to sit on their square, where sit on the dolphin or sit on the panda, like whichever one they're supposed to be sitting on, and they just get fidgety after a bit, and they do lose focus because they're all together and they want to pick and play. And I mean, they're 4 years old, some 5, but still they get fidgety, they lose their focus. But so the small groups are hugely beneficial, and I really think I would like to change the ratio time of doing the small group setting with the large group. Just even that out a bit, because there's so many of the kids that do so much better with that small group going from table to table. There are different lessons that they do if they're doing manipulables or doing their letters and any of it, working with habitat stuff, that they'll do so much better, and they will communicate much more with you when you're just sitting down in a small group setting. But there's another thing that you talked about that has really played a big role this year in our class, is the parent-teacher relationship. So with this being their first time, in a classroom setting for most of them, some of them may have gone to like daycare classroom settings and all, the parent-teacher relationship is huge. They notice if the parent and the teacher do not get along so well, which I'm sorry, sad to say it happens, but it does. That causes such a negative vibe. I mean, they don't know they're supposed to trust the teacher, but if the parent doesn't, get along so much with the teacher, then it's kind of a very confusing thing for the student. And it happens so much more than you would think it would. And it's baffling to me because we're on the same team. But it does happen, and sorry, I ramble with that one. That one's kind of a stickler for me. But I have a note here. The first impression. And relationship with parents plays a big role. It does. And I'd appreciate that you pointed that out. Sorry for my ramblingness on this, but I appreciate your video, and we're very much in the same viewpoint, and I just appreciated all of that. I actually found another note here. I wanted to mention to you the home visits that we do. And we do those the beginning of the school year. And it helps students and teachers to become familiar with each other, so they see a friendly face when they come into the classroom. So the home visits have been a huge eye-opener the past couple of years that I've been doing those with them. You learn so much about them, and another point you alluded to, the knowing the whole student. But you learn so much about these students and where they're coming from by doing these home visits. And it it does give the student a friendly face to recognize when they come into the classroom. But the things that you learn about their life, like where they're coming from and everything, helps to form how you run your classroom, how you do your lessons, how you talk to the students, and all of it. So teaching to the whole student is a huge factor. The home visits can be heartbreaking at times, but they're so necessary, and I'm truly grateful that we get to do that, no matter how hard it can be to see some of the situations that they come from. And sometimes you do those visits and you see how you can help their situations through proper protocols and all. So, but I did appreciate your presentation. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambly, but I am passionate about this. So thank you for your time.